If you guys are just joining us, this is our first town hall in a long time. Based off of what I was looking at, it's been quite a few months since we've done a town hall. If this is your very first time attending a Kempire town hall of pop culture, well, buckle up. This is not about me talking to you or giving my opinion. It's more about the opinions of the community. So this is your town hall to call in and share your thoughts on the hottest topics that we are covering. And of course, earlier today, we just dropped a video talking about Jada Pinkett Smith dropping all kinds of information about her marriage, about her past, and about her new book. We're going to talk all about it. I'm going to present the information to you, and then I'm going to drop the call and link first for members, and then I'm going to drop it for the general audience as well. All right? There will be a timer. 1 minute. You will get 1 minute to present your thoughts and opinions on this Jada Pinkett Smith information that she's come out with today. All right. So for those that are watching on TikTok, if you want to see everything that I'm presenting, head on over to our YouTube channel, or you can watch us on Facebook, Twitch as well. We're not on X right now for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's all right. It's all right. As I said to you before, guys, our town hall is an opportunity for me to present this information to you. And the information in today's town hall is all about Jada Pinkett Smith. So Jada Pinkett Smith did a couple of interviews. She has a new book coming out called Worthy, and it's talking about her life, the trials and tribulations, all of that. But the biggest story that came out this morning, as I am on my way to do things, run errands, take care of myself, like, celebrities don't get into any mess. Of course, there's a report that Jada Pinkett Smith is going to tell Hoda on the Today Show that her and Will have been separated since 2016. Order! Who's making those sounds? Who's making those sounds? Respect the room, please. No loud noises, no sound effects. All right. Also, please respect the time. All right. Once that timer goes off, I will drop your call. All right. Let me remind you of our disclaimer. These are the rules of the Kempire Town Hall of Pop Culture. All right. The opinions of the callers do not reflect the opinions of myself, the Kempire LLC, our sponsors, or Google/YouTube. The callers are calling in of their own free will and agreed to not use profanity or make derogatory statements of any group of people. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or by myself should be taken as fact, and everything is alleged. All right? I'm sure in other town halls, they don't have those types of disclaimers. But y'all know what this is. Come on. Okay, come on. All right. So let me present this case to you. So as I said to you before, this morning the news broke. In an exclusive interview with the Today Show, Jada Pinkett Smith had this to say. So let's take a brief look at what she had to say.
You and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? Maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend. Neither let the public know they had already split.
So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people?
7 years to figure this out. 7 years of separation, of being literally, she says, divorced, separate, living separate lives. She had a whole entanglement with August Alsina. Alsina. Just saying.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a
Yeah.
relationship. Absolutely.
An entanglement. You remember that Red Table Talk. So now everyone is saying that Red Table Talk 12-minute interview that she did, revealing this relationship, responding to what August Alsina said in an interview where he basically exposed their relationship. She called it an entanglement. And a lot of people said that Will did not look himself during that conversation. They said he did not look himself during that conversation. He looked a little sad. He looked a little sad. He also said this during the Red Table.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided.
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to
I
the
was
curb.
done with you.
Yeah. We
Marriages
basically-
have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Look, a lot of people said that Will looked hurt. And he literally says in this interview, I was done with you. Why? Look, why? They never really got into that. And do they have to tell us anything? No, but you're promoting a book. So here we go. So everyone has been referencing after today's reveal that these two have been separated for the last 7 years. People are now examining everything that's been said over the years in this relationship. Okay? And honestly, I was confused. I'm always getting confused because I see certain things on social media literally this week, and I'm thinking, oh, everything's going strong at the Smith household. Because I saw this unveiling of her book, Worthy, earlier this week.
This is the first time I'm gonna see the book. We're all together. I have not seen the book yet. We just got the first Look at the
Wow, this is really beautiful. The introduction to each new section is really standing out.
This is how I'm being born.
This is
I just flipped straight to this page. Really? Yeah. Will and I are in bed in a rented villa in Cabo San Lucas. It's late summer, 1997.
Jada, you flipped straight to that page.
I'm pregnant. Will and I are, yeah.
Oh my God, this is when I came. This is when I showed up.
There's so much cool stuff about this book.
I'm so proud of you. Thank you guys for being so supportive.
Absolutely.
You know I checked out for a little while. But
Yeah.
This was.
But this was hard work.
It was
This was hard work.
That's real.
Jada. This is my baby, my new baby.
Clap her in.
You heard what she said. I checked out for a little while. I wonder what that means. So here's the thing. So the big headline today was that they've been separated for the last 7 years. But then I read her exclusive interview with People Magazine, and she told People Magazine something a little different. They're separated. However, they were separated up until 2022 at the Oscars. Let me see if I can find that quote. Here it is. Hold on. Let me just read this to you guys. And what she says here. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Do I not have it here? Darn it. No matter how much you prepare, you always got a little something you forget. It's okay. It's okay. But basically what she says in this People magazine interview was that they were together up until 2022 at the Oscars. So now I'm not sure exactly whether or not are they separated. She says that they're actively right now working on their marriage, as I think anyone that's in a marriage is always actively working on the marriage. But I think a lot of people are shocked that, you know, people are separated all the time, but are they separated for years? Actively separated, but giving the public something else where they're on the red carpets with each other. They're presenting like, yes, we are very much in love with each other. Yes. As she was on Watch What Happens Live, I can understand maybe that particular interview because it was a year later after they separated officially. But now we're 7 years later. 7 years later. Okay. All right. So, as I said to you before, there are more things that came out. We posted a video earlier today letting you guys know a little bit about what's been coming out from the promo trail for this book. So not only did she talk about her marriage being separated, let me just play this clip for you in regards to what she says about her marriage to Will Smith. Let me just play. This is from her exclusive interview with People magazine.
As time went on, there were different stages in my marriage where Will and I decided we were not together, where we didn't tell the public, right? Where I was actually thinking about divorcing, separating. I mean, there have been several of those, right? And where we've gone and lived our separate lives. So I think within that is where people might have thought that, oh, they must be having an open relationship. And we just didn't want people to know the dynamic of what was happening between us. We didn't think that that was anybody else's business. And so I think that that's where sometimes that confusion came in.
Okay. So there have been multiple times where they've really considered divorce. But I wonder, and here's the thing, and maybe she will reveal this in the book because she is promoting a book. She's promoting this book. If I have it here, where is it? This book, Worthy. So she has this book coming out. So some people are saying this is just a publicity stunt just to get people talking about this book. But I'm trying to understand. Okay, now you're giving us this information. Now we're a little confused. 7 years of trying to make it work, but you've been separated. You've had other relationships. I mean, we haven't caught Will out there in another relationship, right? Not that I recall. And I have also seen very much like Ao Neto says in the chat on TikTok, I'm not reading that book. Rose says, is it cheaper to stay together? That was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, wow, 7 years of being separated. I wonder if it has to do with it, because remember when Will met her, yes, he was doing very well. But since he's been with Jada Pinkett Smith, he was like the #1 actor. He was making a lot of money. He's still making a lot of money. Okay. All right. Can everyone see me? Daphne, you can't see me, Daphne? She says, are we live? Is it coming soon? I should be live. I think I can see myself. Live chat, just let me know if I'm live and you guys can see me. Just making sure. You just never know. Technology. All right. And look, let me just, again, I don't have any sort of situation in this fight because it really isn't a fight. Debbie said, I just went and pre-ordered the book. It comes out on October 17th. Worthy by Jada Pinkett Smith, talking about her life. And I'm sure this book isn't just going to be about her relationship with Will Smith. Of course, she's had a very interesting life and career. She's also talking about her family struggles, raising her children. All of that will be featured in the book. But of course, the most salacious things are coming out today. Okay. So there was something else that I wanted to play for you guys. This and then I'm going to drop the call-in link for members first. Okay. At the end of the Red Table Talk situation, they ended it this way. This will play. Hold on, y'all.
We die together. Bad marriage for life.
And look, at the time when they said that during the Red Table Talk conversation, it was, I don't know if I would say it was funny. It was interesting, but I was like, well, they're going to ride together. They're going to ride together. Fine. But now that I think about it, I'm really big on what you speak into the universe is what you create. So I don't know if I agree with that. I'm not going to be pounding you for bad marriage for life. I'm not going to pound you on that one. But obviously these two have some sort of connection. I mean, they really, yes, despite all the rumors over the years, they have rode for each other. There really hasn't been any messiness. The messiest thing that's ever happened in their marriage, based on what we've seen in the media, was the August Alsina situation. And even that, they cleaned that up really quickly. All right? Mama Alex says, Kempire, will you read it? I mean, I'm not sure. I still have Will's book right here on my desk that I need to read. So maybe I'll read that first and then I will read Jada's, because I am trying to get back into my reading game. Just saying. But I don't know if I want to say anything about bad marriage for life. I don't think I want to even say those words to my partner, right? But I mean, they've figured out a way to make this work. They figured out a way to make this work. And I'm sure they were on the same page about my book is coming out. I'm going to reveal that we have been separated. But in this People Magazine exclusive, Jada says that they're actively working on their marriage. Look, this is none of our business until you do interviews and you write a book about it. Now it's all of our business. Now it's all of our business. If you're just joining us, guys, the reason why I'm in a robe, this is our town hall of pop culture. This is where I present to you the information that we're covering today. And it's really about you calling in and sharing your thoughts on the topic. Today's topic is Jada Pinkett Smith revealing that she's been separated from Will Smith since 2016. But not only that, we have to talk about the Chris Rock revelations, okay? So there were some Chris Rock revelations that we have to talk about. So you remember the Oscar slap that was heard around the world. So Jada says in this People Magazine exclusive that very much like I did. You remember, I think it was Judge Justice who called in like, Kempire, you have to talk about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. And I was like, I bet that's just a skit. I don't think it's real. Until it was. And then we spent weeks covering the fallout. He can't even go to the Oscars for the next 10 years, Will. He didn't have to give back his Oscar. But Jada says very much like we thought, she thought it was a skit until she saw Will come back and he walked back to his chair. That's not the only thing that she revealed. That's not the only thing that Jada Pinkett Smith revealed in regards to Chris Rock. So she reveals that Chris Rock called her one day to ask her out on a date. Called her out on a date. Because he had heard rumors that Jada and Will were divorcing. He had heard rumors that Jada and Will were divorcing. So he wanted to shoot his shot ASAP. He didn't see any divorce papers. He didn't see a statement from Will or Jada confirming that they were getting a divorce. He says, I'm going to beat everyone to the punch. Want to go on a date? You know Chris Rock. Jada was like, what you mean? She's like, aren't you and Will divorcing? And she was like, no, that's just a rumor, Chris. And he's like, oh, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Yes, you are. Sad and sorry. Look sad and sorry, Chris. So a lot of people have opinions on the whole Chris Rock, Will, and Jada situation. There are a lot of opinions in regards to Jada and why is Jada talking now. A lot of you want to exit out of the group chat in regards to this conversation. But a lot of you also want to talk about it. You also want to weigh in. So this is your opportunity. This is our town hall of pop culture. If this is your very first time here, we do it only when there's pressing things to cover. So it's been a couple of months since our last one. But be sure to check out our past town halls of pop culture, where we covered a variety of very contentious things. All right? All right. Let me drop the call-in link first for our members. So let me do that first, guys. Don't forget to like the video, because although this is a town hall, we got to pay the bills for the town hall. So be sure to like the video if you haven't already. Be sure to share. Be sure to subscribe, because it is a subscribers-only live chat. If you are a member of the channel, I am dropping the call-in link for members first. First of all, Senior Royals, I'm dropping it for you first, okay? So Senior Royals, you have the first chance to call in and share your thoughts. Everyone, though, gets 1 minute to share their thoughts, okay? Everyone gets 1 minute. Please respect the time or you will be cut off, all right? We all know every town hall there's someone that, no, I need more time. Nope, 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 nope. Respect it or you will be banned. Royal Court members, we just dropped the call-in link for you. Team Kempire members, we're going to drop the call-in link next for you. General audience, how many people we got in the building? We have 1,200 people in the building. 1,200. Let's get to 500 likes, and I will drop the call-in link for the general audience, okay? All right. Team Kempire members, I just dropped the call-in link for you. If you would like to become a member, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. All right? All right, let me remind you of the rules, but let me just say thank you, because we did have a super chat from Ali. Thank you so much, Ali, for the super chat. Ali says, people need to stop acting like they don't have relatives that are legally married on paper but live separate lives. It's more common than you think. No, I agree. Here's the difference, though. It doesn't seem like they're really living separate lives. You know what I mean? Especially to the public. I think there are plenty of people that are still married, that are not separated, that are separated, but they haven't been with each other for years. I know that is the truth. Here's the difference. It didn't seem like these two were separated at all, based on what they've said, but based on what they've presented. But I agree, there are plenty of people living separate lives that are still very much married. Very much married. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right. Let me remind you of our rules, okay? Let me remind you of our rules. Okay. This is the disclaimer for those that are calling in. Please respect the time of 1 minute. The opinions of the callers do not reflect the opinions of myself, the Kempire LLC, our sponsors, or Google/YouTube. The callers are calling in of their own free will and agree to not use profanity or make derogatory statements of any group of people. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or by myself should be taken as fact, and everything is alleged. Do they say those things at an actual town halls? Probably not. It's okay, though. All right? All right. Let me see. Do we have any callers? Oh, wait, we do. All right. If you're a member of the channel, we've already dropped the call-in link on the community tab on YouTube if you would like to call in. Those that are watching on TikTok or other platforms, head on over to our YouTube channel and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. All right? All right. Let's get to some callers. But first, let me just make sure I have everything here. All right. We're going to bring up Wendy first. Again, everyone, you're getting a minute. Okay, everyone's getting a minute. All right, let me bring up Wendy. What's going on, Wendy?
Hi, Kempire.
How are
Okay,
you?
so I am just like, whatever. I'm like, I'm at the point I can't even feel sorry for him anymore because I'm like, I feel bad. I feel bad, but I don't feel bad.
Oh,
Because I'm just trying to think, what was the purpose of the slap if y'all was so called separated? Why did you slap Chris Rock? I'm not understanding.
mother of his
And
children?
then, huh?
The mother of his children?
Well, true, but still, that didn't cause for a slap though, for real. And then also, Will Smith was broke when he got with Jada because he owed his ex-wife, half of what he got, and then he owed taxes on the other half. So he wasn't rich when he got with her. She had actually more money than he did, but then his success supersede hers throughout those years. But that's all I wanted to say. I just can't feel sorry for him anymore. Love you, Kempire. Bye.
Will you be reading the book?
No.
Oh, you know what? Stop it. All right. Thank you, Wendy. Bye. I'm going to ask everyone that is calling in, please, before we hang up, just let me know if you are going to consider reading this book. I'm going to actually post a poll as well. I mean, why not? I'm sure Jada Pinkett Smith, before the whole Will situation, she had her own career. She had her own life. It will be interesting to see what she says in regards to the Tupac situation as well. I feel like we know a lot already, but we'll see. Worthy out on October 17th. I mean, Jada, this is a town hall. We're not promoting your book. All right. Let's bring up Leah next. What's going on, Leah?
Hello, Honorable Kemp. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Okay, I know I got a minute.
Okay.
Listen, I'm definitely going to be. I bought the book from Audible.
Okay.
I'm gonna also. You gave me I'm gonna get Will's book as well because you gave us an idea. I'm gonna listen to both sides because there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. And you know what? They are human. They just got a lot of money, and marriages are marriages. And like you said, there's a lot of people that are living married lives, and they're separate. They're living their separate lives. It's just married on paper. So it's not surprising. It was kind of surprising to me, but you know what? That just goes to show you that there's some secrets that can be held in Hollywood, and everybody don't have to let their business be out there in the streets. So back in the 40s and the 50s and 30s and all them, they used to, keep the paparazzi kept things quiet and hush hush. You didn't know who was gay, who was straight, who was whatever, who was divorced, who was having a mistress, there was a lot of stuff going on in those times. So anyway, I'm reading it. Bye.
Thanks, Leah. Okay, guys, if you're just joining us, this is Kempire's Town Hall of Pop Culture. Once we get to 500 likes, I will drop the call-in link for the general audience. So keep liking the video. We already have how many people watching? Over 1,200 people watching on YouTube alone, and we have quite a few of you watching on TikTok as well. Keep tapping your screens, TikTok. Let's get into our next caller. But before I do that, let me just say thank you, Kelly, for the super chat. Hold on, Kelly. Let me bring you up here. There we go. Kelly says, hey, Kempire and friends, a bit late, but I'll catch the playback. I want out of Will and Jada's group chat. I have to say, I saw quite a few comments like this where people were just like, I don't want to know. I think people have speculated on this relationship so much over the years. I think by 2023, we're like, we already knew. Just leave us alone on some level. Okay. All right. Miss Beverly's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. What's going on, Miss Beverly?
Hey, Kempire. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, Will and Jada have been telling people for years that they were together without actually saying it. Nobody was paying attention. It's a lot, but will I be reading a book? No. But I'm like you. We've seen so many interviews, heard her tell, even Red Table Talk, tell about her life with her mom and all that she dealt with growing up. Not too interested in what the relationship with her and Tupac, because we can kind of surmise what that was, that big friendship. And also, I was watching and I can't remember which episode it was of Red Table Talk, where she said divorce was not an option for her and Will, that they would live in the house, living separately together
Yeah.
for till the end of time. They would never divorce. So I'm not surprised at all of this. She's not telling anything that most people already kind of thought in their minds anyway. Yes,
Okay.
that's my opinion. And you all have a good evening.
You too. Nice hearing from you, Miss Beverly. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Replay crew. And I know I'm sidebars. Shout out to those of you that just watched the video that I dropped talking about this Jada Pinkett Smith situation. I did say that we were going to do the town hall tomorrow. However, because I was like, oh, wait, I do have some time. I said, let's do it today. Let's do it today. All right. All right. All right. Moving along. TikTok, if you're having any audio issues, head on over to YouTube. It might sound better for you there. We can only do so much here on TikTok. I'm trying to give everyone an experience on multiple platforms. So if it's not working for you on this platform, head on over to one of the other platforms. Or you can restart your TikTok. All right? All right. All right. Let's get to some more callers. All right? Miranda's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. What's going on, Miranda? What do you have to say in this town hall?
Hey, Kempire.
How are you?
Hey, Judge. I think this whole thing, I think it's a scheme that Todd had set up. Todd being August Alsina, because I feel like if it wasn't for him, you know, on the interview spilling the beans, we wouldn't have known any of this. Because I don't know if you guys remember, Jada initially denied it. I don't know if you guys remember, but she had initially denied and said, no, it's not true. Right. And then until obviously more stuff came out, and then, you know, she had to go on the table talk, and her and Will had to sit there and have that whole awkward, you know, meeting. But yeah, so I feel like if he didn't open his big mouth, wouldn't have, you know, this whole thing wouldn't be as big deal. Also, I feel like she does get way too much hate. I think the only dodgy thing was having an entanglement with your son's friend. Other than that, I don't see how, I'm saying she's this like, oh, Eve, when she embarrasses him, like at the end of the day, Will, there's been rumors for years about them two and their marriage having extramarital, you know, people and things for many years. I just feel like his side pieces probably had, you know, NDAs and stuff and couldn't say nothing. And August obviously didn't, and he has a big mouth. And I don't take up too much time, but that's all I had to say. And I love you, and I love your platform. I watch every single time.
Thank you so much, Miranda.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye. I mean, you know, Candy told us that she has those people that they have the little situations where they sign NDAs. Just saying. Okay. All right. All right. Dav is backstage eating. Dav, are you ready for us?
Yes, I'm ready.
What's going on, Dav?
I won't take the whole minute.
Okay.
I don't plan to read the book, but I may change my mind and maybe opt for the Audible. And just a quick thought that there was some sort of program that came on about a year and a half ago with the entire family, and Jaden was missing. So I'm wondering, with all this happening, how it probably affected the children and how he detached from his mom and the family. And he seems to be a bit more, you know, he wanted his independence. So, you know, just a thought that with all this happening throughout the years, that it may have affected the children in a way where now we're understanding the behaviors. And that's it.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Dav. Take care. You know, that's true. I mean, the kids were there when she was doing the unveiling. We showed that video of the unveiling of her book on social media. The entire family was there, including Will. So it would be interesting to see and hear. All right, I'll move on. It'd be interesting to see and hear whether, you know, how they feel about their parent situation. All right. All right. Miss Bernice is backstage. We're going to bring her up in just a second. I do want to say thank you because we did get a couple of super chats. Let me just say thank you to Erica. Erica, thank you so much for the super chat. Erica says she's untold all the tea, so why would we read the book? So over them. Go away from me with this Apollo. I mean, there might be more. There might be more. V, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. V says, hey, Kempire, Will's book was great. However, I'm not that invested. Good luck to them. V, come on. I did hear great things about Will Smith's book. And when Bed Bath & Beyond was going out of business, they had Will's book. I said, ooh, I'm going to get it. So I got it. I just haven't started it yet, but I do want to get into it. Jen, thank you so much for the super chat. Jen says, there we go. And Jen says, Will has had a beautiful girlfriend. What do you know, Jen? What do you know? I mean, if anything, I got to give him credit. I mean, besides the August Alsina situation, if there's been multiple relationships that these two have had during this 7 years of being separated, they really have kept it on the low. Because yes, you can say NDAs all you want. People break NDAs all the time. I mean, they shouldn't legally, but doesn't mean that they won't. Okay, let me get to the rest of the calls because it's dinner time. All right, Miss Bernice is backstage. Let me bring up Miss Bernice. Miss Bernice, what's going on?
What up, Joe Kempire? How you doing, baby?
How are you?
I'm fine. The Lions are 4-1. I'm great. Okay.
Go ahead.
What people fail to realize is that they're better apart than together. You don't understand that. And when they took their marriage vows, they took them seriously because both of them came from broken homes. So I would rather for them to make it, whereas they respect each other, they love each other, but they're just not good for each other. I like that a whole lot better than seeing you on the internet. 1 minute you together, next minute you not. You fussing at the other baby mama, fussing at baby mama 1, fussing at baby mama 2, and then you cussing out baby mama 3.
Krishan and Blueface.
Hello. Okay. So come on now, give them some grace. I love Will and I love Jada too. I hate that she's become the scapegoat of the relationship. And if it rains tomorrow, it's Jada's fault.
Yeah. She really has gotten a lot of backlash since the Oscars.
Yes. And the reason that he slapped Chris, that's still his wife. He still love and respect his wife. And Chris is that type of dude that if he get rejected, he gonna find out ways on to get back at the woman. And that's what he's been doing year after year with Jada. Y'all ain't figured that out yet.
Bernice, you are out of time. And out of order. No, Miss Bernice, thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Well, Miss Bernice brings up some valid points. First of all, do you think that Chris Rock is jaded by Jada? The fact that she turned him down. Do you think that might be something? Here's the other thing. I had a thought when Miss Bernice was talking. Do you think by allowing and staying in this relationship, they are deterring maybe that partner where they don't have to work so hard on that relationship for 7 years? Do you think that they are blocking their blessings from coming into their life? We were just talking about this with the Tia Mowry situation when a lot of people say you should have stayed in that marriage. And she was like, that relationship no longer serves me. At what point, in what year do you say this relationship no longer serves me? How long does it take? Because they're very much active in each other's lives. I don't know if they're still intimate. We don't need to know. I'm just saying, because that would also add to the confusion. Don't you think? Just saying. Just asking questions, okay? Live chat, we just hit over 500 likes, but we have over 1,300 people watching on YouTube alone. So, and we have quite a few of you listening on TikTok. Keep tapping your screens, TikTok. If you have any streaming issues, head on over to our YouTube channel. We're also live on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch as well. We are taking callers for our Kempire's Town Hall of Pop Culture, where everyone gets 1 minute to share their thoughts. I'm going to drop the call-in link for the general audience as well. Don't forget our disclaimer, live chat. And let me remind you of the disclaimer in regards to the rules of when you call in. All right. These are the rules. Okay. And please respect the time so that we can get to everyone. All right. Born to Win is backstage. We're going to bring them next up. We're going to bring them up next. What's going on, Born to Win? Thoughts, opinions on this?
Hi, Kempire. How are
Hey,
you?
why do you sound so low?
Am I low?
Well, that now you sound better. Maybe you need to speak up.
Okay, you know I had a hard day at work. I'm tired.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Whoa.
But
Lady, you're in a
couldn't
town
miss-
hall. Let's go. No, playing.
I couldn't miss you. So I was like, I haven't talked to you in a long time. So I was like, let me just say hi.
Hey.
And yeah. So, anyways, I think Jada Pinkett and Will Smith have this baby mama and baby daddy's relationship where your baby father always gonna have your back. You know, you always got that one baby father who's like, he's like well, you wouldn't know that. But there's this like, I think some of the females can understand, like there's always this one baby father. If you have multiples, he's gonna be like, that's still mine, or he still feels like he has some title to you or still want to have your back. So I think that's where Will comes in, where it's like, okay, I'm still gonna protect her. That comes in with the whole Chris situation. He's always gonna ride for her. They have a friendship, they have a bond, and you can clearly see that. And so who knows? Whatever disagreement that they have, it works for them. Like Miss Beverly said, they're regular people with just with money. That's it. But these days, all type of relationship works. Sometimes if that's what works for them, it works for them. Shit. I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, it
Out
works
of my
for them.
court. Out.
I can't find. Oh, I have a quick question. I'm sorry, I'm over my time. So for Potomac, are we gonna have like live chats?
Live shows? Recaps?
Live, yeah.
Yes.
Are we gonna be able to call in like how we did ATL?
Yes.
Okay, just because I'm from West Africa, so I have a lot of opinions about the whole.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
ready, I'm ready.
All right. Now,
All right.
get out of my town hall. Bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. All right. No one do what she just did. Follow the rules. Sidebar. I just saw someone in my DM. TJ in our TikTok said, I'm sliding in Will's DMs in 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, 3, 2, 1. He is still a married man. I mean, let us know what he says. Let us know what he says. All right. Reality TV Erica's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. What's going on, Reality TV Erica?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Okay, couple things.
Okay.
The Smith family has just seemed like it's more of a brand than a family. It seems like if we look at the Red Table Talk, the biggest interviews that Jada had at the Red Table, that like memorable ones, is when she had Kylie Jenner's best friend. Can't I remember her name right now?
Jordan Woods.
Jordan and Will Smith. Everything else has been kind of lackluster. Not really memorable. So it just seems like they were stronger as a marriage and as a family than individually. I mean, Will could have standed on his own, but Jada benefited from being in this marriage. So I just think it's been just a marketing brand type thing. And you're seeing this a lot in Hollywood of why people stay together. I mean, there's been interviews like where Will said Jada wasn't happy like when she threw this birthday party for him, and she was really unhappy. Like she's been saying she's been unhappy with him for years. So she had to try to find her own happiness within the marriage. So what brings the happiness is the family dynamic and the benefits of being in the Smith empire. That's kind of what I look at it as. Like it was more of a partnership more than a family.
Okay.
So there's no news on this. I'll just look at the highlights. I'm not really interested in buying the book.
Okay.
I did see your video yesterday where you were talking about how you were going to do this town hall tomorrow, but I'm glad I caught it. So
Thank you, Erica, for calling in.
no problem. Take
Bye.
care.
You
Okay,
too.
Bye-bye.
You guys are giving us a lot to think about. Later on, crew, don't forget, we want to hear your thoughts in the comment section as well. And I apologize because I did say that I was going to do this town hall tomorrow. But like I said, I had some time and you just never know what tomorrow might bring. There might be mess. We might have to talk about somebody else in the town hall tomorrow. I hope not. But you just never know. You just never know. And I already have like 2 videos of mine that I need to do. But I said, let's do this now because this is the breaking news. Amy J's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. But before we do that, let me just say thank you, Kelly, for another super chat. Kelly says, I wonder if Will will ever regret leaving Cherie. Now that he's had this marriage with all its woes, including competing with Pac's ghost. Oh my God. You guys are hilarious. Hilarious. All right. Let me bring up next Amy J. Hold on. What's going on, Amy J? What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, so I did read Will's book, and I think it's some parallels between him and his father because he talks about like how he didn't want to be like his father, or his father was like his first, like his father was very abusive to the mom or just to the family. And he talked about how like when his mom and his dad went through divorce, it was like years of them living separate and them not actually going through the physical divorce, like getting the papers done. And it was one point in the book, he said the father contacted the kids after like 15 years of them being separated and was like, your mom sent me divorce papers. What should I do? And they're like, sign them. Because y'all are not together. So for me, it just makes me think about that because he's so hard pressed to staying married. I think that's why they have went so long in this fake facade. And it's so much like your dad, you don't even see it. So, I mean, yeah, I do plan on reading Jada's book, but I found that very ironic that he is doing what his dad did. I can't remember how long they stayed married, but it was a very long time before they had the divorce force. But it was like years.
Wow. Thank you, Amy, for bringing that tea.
Yeah. Okay. Have a nice one.
You too. Take care. That's interesting. Now I gotta go read this book. Will's book. But a reminder, don't forget Jada Pinkett Smith's book, Worthy, will be out on October 17th. This is our town hall of pop culture. We are talking to you. You're weighing in and sharing your thoughts under a minute on everything that has come out from the couple of interviews that she's done today. All right, we're gonna bring up Lauren next. Hold on. What's going on, Lauren?
Hi, sorry, I'm over here doing my deep dry cleaning for my hair. No, I'm thinking about it in so many different angles, but what shows to me is that they're definitely been in a toxic relationship for all this time. But what hurts me the most is that because Will has kept such a pristine image of himself and he had his family fall in line, that she will always be the scapegoat. So you will see a lot of people who will never be able to say, well, no, she's always going to play whatever this villain role that he's almost put her in the forefront to be, if you really look at it. And I love Will, but at the same time, because he was so militant in the way, if everything falls into place in an A-type way, you have to fall into place too. While she had the choice, she was also from the beginning, even the way they got together was very rushed and very much so in alignment with what he thought would be the best thing for his career, for his perspective, for the family life that he always thought of. So from that standpoint, I'm not surprised that a lot of people won't read the book. Now, myself, I might buy it. That don't mean I'm going to read it. I got his, but I didn't read his either. I just like to support from that standpoint. But, you know, my mental health therapist mindset is always going towards the bigger picture on that.
Yeah. I think, and before I let you go, you gave me an aha. Because when Will Smith decided to get up onto social media, like, cause remember, he really wasn't active on social media. The minute that he came to social media, it was so strategic. I was like, oh. Like,
but then if you look at everything that's been going now, like the word person say, everybody's tired of it because it comes across as strategic. If you look at it once every year, there's a big cycle around them. There's a big hoopla around them that gets everybody talking or annoyed. And then everybody moves around. And as soon as everything dies back, it comes back around full circle again. So I think that's even part of the strategic chaos that they're used to running within.
Oh.
I mean, you know,
Lauren,
they're not, you know, they're smart.
Thank you, Lauren, for calling in and sharing your perspective.
No problem.
Take care. All right. I'm having a lot of ahas based off the callers. All right. All right. We have a long line backstage. So let me just get through the callers, guys. If you're just joining us, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting our channel. Be sure to subscribe. It is subscribers only live chat. And don't forget to support our sponsor. I know it's a town hall, but we still have sponsors. Coldest. Head on over to the description of this video. Use the discount code Kempire10 for 10% off of your order. They don't just have water bottles, though. They have sheets. They have ice packs. They have things for your pets. Head on over to the description for more details. All right, and it's dinner time. Let me get through this. Judgy Justice is backstage. How dare you have this name? What's going on, Judgy Justice?
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me all right? I have AirPods in.
Yes.
Okay, because that's like 1 out of 10 times it ever works. Well, for this real quick, I think that we have to remember that they are not just two people that are going in like a household together. They are a multi-million-dollar global couple. There's a lot of people making these decisions on their behalf in some instances, but also it gets to a point that like, does Will have like a humiliation kink or something? Because all this stuff, I would have been divorced her. I would have. You can't be talking about me like this on Al Gore's internet and think we're gonna lay up in the same bed. And he's not competing against Tupac's ghost. He is slap boxing with him and he's losing. And that's it for me. Thank you.
Thanks, Judgy Justice. Bye. Wow, and 15 seconds to go. All right, we're gonna move on though. We're gonna bring up Mel. Mel, yes, we're gonna bring up Mel next. What's going on, Mel?
Hey, Kempire, with that rope on, you make me think about the theme song to A-Man.
You gotta be of a certain age to know what that is. But thank you so much. What's going on?
What? Yes. And I haven't called in for a minute. But this topic got me. You know what? Will and Jada give me Juan and Robin on basically a high level. I think they stay together for their own reasons. I think it's very complicated. I also think too what the calls were saying previous was very interesting. I think that his hands is not clean. I don't think. I never felt his hands were clean. I just feel that I don't think that she went out there and had entanglements and all this other stuff, or been as bold or as liberated as she is needing to be because her marriage was very happy. I don't think she made the first move. I think there was other things that happened. There was rumors around him in Hollywood. We're going to say alleged, but they're going to go too deep with that. But maybe some of those rumors were maybe some of those rumors were real. And then she went out there and had her fun. So I think that they both have dirty hands. I don't think that she's this sort of, crazy woman just destroying a man. I think that's very complicated. And it's just what I think, whatever. But as far as the book, I don't think I'll touch it unless it's at my library for free.
I'm sure it'll be at the library for free, right?
Unless it's at the library for free. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mel. Bye. Damn. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. All right. Let me say thank you. We got a couple more super chats. Lynette, thank you so much for the super chat. Lynette says, is this a case about definitions? Bad marriage as defined by society, good marriage as defined by them, #life partner, #new definitions. Okay. Thank you, Lynette, for the super chat. R. Robertson, thank you so much for the super chat. R says, ever notice you never see Jada with Will's mom? I've never seen a pic of them together. Oh, never thought about that. Monique, thank you so much for the super chat. Monique says it's unhealed trauma for both. Also, Will doesn't want to lose half of the $375 million. And another failed marriage, perfectionism. That's definitely something Will has. She said that she wasn't happy for the first 15 years. Get therapy and a divorce. Life's too short. Thank you, Monique, for the super chat. I mean, you bring up very valid points, Monique. Just saying. I did have that thought today when the news broke that they had been separated for 7 years. And it made me think, I was like, are they just staying together because of the complications of what it would mean if they did get a divorce financially? I still kind of think that. I'm like, it's a possibility. But we've said this before because we talk about a lot of relationships here when it comes to pop culture news. And I never judge people's marriages. Look, at the end of the day, it's your marriage. You decide the rules and regulations of the marriage as long as both parties are okay with that. And apparently they are okay with this. And I do think there's some sort of branding that helps them. It has helped them the last 20 something years. Because despite how people feel about them lately, for 20 something years, people loved the Smith family. They have. It's helped his career. It's helped her career. It's helped their children's careers. Sierra's next. Is next. She's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. What's going on, Sierra?
Hi, Kempire. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Okay, so I just wanted to say this. No, I will not be getting that book. They done told it all. It's okay, Jada. We're good. The second thing is a lot of the callers and super chats have said what I was already thinking and have felt. But back to when he slapped Chris Rock, I personally felt that that was his breaking point. Because before that, there was those memes on the internet of that red table talk. Jada had already admitted to this entanglement. That became a joke and a meme all over Shea Butter Twitter. And, he was still posting on his Instagram. Like you said, it was very strategic how he was posting and what he was posting. And I think going in, he thought that red table talk will have him coming out in their marriage be that perfectionism, that brand, but it turned into a meme. And when Chris Rock made fun of her, when he kind of like mocked their marriage, it was just like he lost it because that was his breaking point. He was humiliated. And I think he said years ago in an interview that he will not get divorced. And so I'll wrap up with that. But I just think Jada doesn't want to leave because she knows he'll burn the house down. He'll burn the house down. He's not getting divorced. And that's it. That's all. Bye, Kempire.
Bye. She just burned the house down with that comment. All right. Art World's backstage. We're going to bring Art World up next. What's going on, Art World? What is your thoughts on this Jada Pinkett Smith memoir and expose that she's revealed all these details?
Hi, Kempire. Sorry. Hi, how are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
Good. So I'm not surprised. I've just been reading between the lines. I've seen a lot of their interviews, and Jada has mentioned that, they were separated when she did the interview with him on the Red Table Talk with Will Smith with the August Alsina entanglement. Mm-hmm. So she said that Will left her, and that opened up the gate for her to get in a relationship with Alsina. She ended it because she wanted to get back with Will. So I'm saying that to say that I feel as though they're not going to get divorced because they just have this bond where they may just want to get back together. So they're just leaving it open to that. And I do want to read her book. I'm very interested because of her bond with Tupac. So I'm a huge fan of Tupac. So I do want to read it because of that. And I and also because I feel like it's interesting that she did choose to be with Will after saying that she wanted to just quit acting and live on a farm and just be by herself. So
okay.
Yeah, I just want to read about her story.
Okay. Thank you so much, Artwork, for calling in.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye. All right, we're going to get to some more callers, guys. We've already dropped the call-in link for members on the community tab, and we dropped the call-in link in the live chat. If you haven't liked the video already, what are you doing? We already have over 1,400 people here in the building. Based off our TikTok chat conversation, it looks like the good majority of our TikTok followers are not going to read this book. And shout out to our TikTok followers letting us know that the full interview with Jada Pinkett Smith and on the Today Show will be on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully we won't have to go live again for that. All right, Jamie's backstage. We're going to bring up Jamie next for her thoughts. What's going on, Jamie?
Good evening, King Kempire, Your Honor, sir. First of all, I just want to say I love you as always.
Thank you.
Also, 2023 is divorce season. As someone who's loved Jada, literally loved her down from her look, her vibe, her deepness for years. I was so happy when she got with Will, but Jada never wanted to get married. The love of her life died. Tupac, passed away. And she just kind of went with, the whole good guy. He was kind of goofy. We all loved Will at the time, but I believe the institution of marriage is really in shambles. People today have their definitions of this and that. I'm not for it. Gone are the days of Ruby Dee and Ozzie Davis, where people didn't stay together just for the kids or for the money. But I do think a lot of money is on the table between Will and Jada, and it's cheaper to keep her, right? And perhaps she's the only one who will allow him, and he will allow her to have their boyfriends and girlfriends on the side. All right, that's it. That's my take.
Thank you, Jamie.
All right, thank you. Love you. Bye.
Bye. All right. I always love hearing this, guys. Replay crew, don't forget to share your thoughts on all of what you've been reading and hearing and everything that you've heard here. We want to know your thoughts in the comment section. We're going to bring up conjunction. There we go. Hold on. I swear I can read. Hold on. What's going on, conjunction?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, so I believe that Jada and Will are beards for each other. I believe that August was actually Will's lover. If you watch the show that August was on VH1 Surreal Life, he appears to come out with his boyfriend. So there were two rumors for a long time. One rumor was that they were in an open marriage, but the other rumor that fails to be addressed is that Will and Jada swing both ways. A rapper called MC Shan was first called to the role of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show, but he was actually told that he had to sleep with Benny Medina, and next thing you know, Will got the show. Benny Medina is also the manager of J-Lo, Mariah Carey, and many others, and he was accused of rape in 2008, but he's still famous today. Lastly, I believe that the Will slap was a humiliation ritual, which is an occult ritual to advance in the industry. It was planned. If you watch the slap closely, Chris actually leans forward to the slap. In the industry, you must either do a sacrifice, meaning sacrifice yourself and your reputation, or physically sacrifice others. And the truth about this demonic industry will slowly come to light. Thank you.
Thank you, Conjunction. Wow, that was right under a minute, y'all. Okay, everyone, this is a town hall. Everyone can have their opinion. Everyone can have their opinion. Damn. All right. Chechi, I think that's how you pronounce it, is backstage. This will be our last caller for our Kempire's Town Hall of Pop Culture. All right. We're going to bring up Chechi next. Chechi, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey.
So I actually think this is just a scheme that Todd set up again. I'm so tired of the Smiths, but like, look, I feel like, okay, Will did his book, Jada gonna do her book, Jaden gonna do his book, Willow gonna do her book, then we're gonna have a whole Smiths movie. I'm just so tired of it. Like, I'm like, this is all a scheme. This is all a plan. And like the other caller said, there's been this like uptrend in so it won't be as like serious as it seems. And just get that out the way so we could get all of our little gigs done and go right on for that grand Will Smith family movie. I just don't know. I'm tired of it. Jada said she didn't want people to know, so that's why they kept it under wraps for so long. So what's the difference between then and now? Just keep it under wraps and do your thing. Like, no one is asking for this. So that's why I just feel like it's a scheme. But anyway, have a good one.
You too. Thank you so much for calling in. Bye. And it did that under a minute. Under a minute. All right. All right. Final thoughts. So here are my final thoughts on this situation. I loved hearing everyone's perspective because I have to say it kind of made me give this a lot deeper thought and more speculation a little bit. But at the end of the day, look, it is their marriage. We have a right to comment on it now because they're coming out with the book talking about it. But there's been a lot of speculation about Jada Pinkett Smith's and Will Smith's relationship for years. For years. I remember being a kid hearing about the speculation. So it is interesting at this point where they're, 7 years of being separated, that they're coming out with this right now. Is it to sell a book? Look, it is a business. You got to give us some sort of juicy details in order for people to read the book. If she did not talk about her marriage, would you guys even read the book? Some of you are not going to read it regardless. But you know what I mean? Like, it is a business. But I think a lot of people are just turned off that it feels like the entire family, it's always some sort of branding opportunity. But look, their life, their marriage. But I do stick by the fact that I was like, and I see this with a lot of people where they stay in relationships, even if they're not necessarily with that person, they don't fully disconnect from the past. So they're stuck there and they're not allowing other things and people to come into their lives. I don't know if that's the situation with Will and Jada, because y'all think that they have multiple boyfriends and girlfriends. I'll say y'all. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, God bless them, right? There's a lot more serious things going on in the world, but look, this is your escape, and I appreciate you all being here. Thank you to our channel members. To become a member of the channel, head on over to TheKempire.com/join. Thank you to our King's Guards, because anytime we do a town hall, the chat is hot. The comment section is hot. So be sure to thank our fantastic moderators in the chat on both TikTok, on YouTube. Please be sure to thank them. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for the super chats. We did have a couple more super chats. I did want to say thank you, Jen. Thank you for the super chat. Jen says, I can't remember her name, but she posts the same vacation pics as Will. I'm sure if you dig, you can find her. Y'all are so messy. So messy. Hey, Chris. Chris says, I'm thankful Jada's news gives me a break from endless social media posts about Kyle and the Lady Pond and Taylor Swift and the football player. I mean, you're right. But I have to say, I have not reported on either one, except a little bit for Tuesday Takeover. But other than that, I really have not. I've ignored them. I don't believe that relationship with Taylor Swift and that guy. Rose, thank you so much for the super chat. Rose says, and it's an important reminder, go support your local library. Yes, go get that book. Go get Jada's book. It'll be at the library at some point, right? So, yes, you're right. Support our local libraries. Thank you again, guys, for being here. Don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. This is a town hall that we only do when there are pressing conversations to be had. All right? A lot of times you let me know, Kempire, we need a town hall. And if I see a lot of people say that we need a town hall, that's when we do one. We haven't done one in a couple of months. So I already knew. As soon as I saw this story break, I said, oh, we're going to have to do a town hall. Because we've done other town halls on the Oscar slap heard around the world. All right? And I apologize to those of you that are watching the replay that thought this was going to be tomorrow. I apologize. I decided to do it today. Sorry. Anyways, thank you all for being here. Let's get out of here. I will see you all in the next video. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. And shout out to everyone on TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, and of course here on YouTube. Get subscribed if you are watching on another platform to our YouTube channel, Kempire, and go listen to the latest episode of our podcast, Kempire Radio. All right, let's get out of here. I'm gonna play a little music in this town hall just to usher you all out, okay?
Saw you walking by today with the sunset in your eyes. I couldn't find the strength to say what was running through my mind. You couldn't help but notice me staring with that awkward smile from the other side of Thompson Street. I felt love for a little while, 'cause you looked beautiful in the sunset glow, in that sunset glow. You looked more beautiful than anyone I know, than anyone I know. Up falling for me, and to this day I don't know how. I think about it constantly. I promise I won't let you down. When I asked, you told me yes, to be in mine forevermore. All I can offer is my best, through the good and bad, through rich and poor. Oh, you look beautiful with that white dress on, with that white dress on. You look more beautiful than anyone I've known, than anyone I've known. White dress on, with that white dress on.